Recently, the APC Ronus have been fingering the Igbos to be the one instigating some Yorubas to come out and speak against Islamization of the Southwest. I mean, I don't understand. I do not understand how religion from an Arab land will invade the Yoruba culture and Yoruba heritage. At this stage, it is becoming very effective for the Fulanis in dividing the Nigeria, in dividing the Yorubas. At this stage, it is evident that religion is what the Fulanis have been able to put the Yorubas into a state of discord. Well, for me, being a critical thinker, I've been able to see this. But unfortunately, for people like us who are speaking against Islamization of the Yoruba land, some bigots, some religious bigots who see themselves as religious supremacists are stating that it is the Igbos. They are saying it is because of views, it is because of comments and likes. They are saying it is because I want to have more subscribers. How will some people just be so unfortunate? I have come here on this platform to call out the nonsense going on in the country. I have come out to expose the Fulani agenda. I mean, my past videos, I had some videos talking about the Alimanjerization of Nigeria. How we talked that Tinubu appointed his daughter, Iyawaloja General, to be Director General of Alumanjerinchi in the North. These positions are strategic for Tinubu to weaponize social engineering of the mind of the people. Today, the Yorubas have been captured into a religious warfare. Now they are battling themselves, trying to state that this is better than this. In fact, some are saying that they are now even Arab before Yoruba. It is in a state of confusion, and it is an embarrassing moment for the Yoruba kings and kingdoms. It is highly unfortunate. An Oba in Iwo State is coming out to officially accept. An Oba in Iwo State is coming out to state that he wants Sharia law in Oyo State. It doesn't matter if in Oyo State you have 95% of Muslims and 5% of Christians. That institutionalization of Sharia will never stand. The institutionalization of Sharia in any southwestern state shall never stand. And like I said earlier, the presidency are fully aware of this. They are sponsoring it. They are the one pushing this religious conflict for their own selfish gains and selfish interests. I hope the Yorubas will open their eyes. And lastly, the Igbos are not responsible for the woes of the Yorubas, because apparently the Yorubas are now looking too short-sighted, too myopic. But before you go, let us quickly look at how the current administration is using religion to destabilize the Southwest, instigating the Fulanis to accuse the Igbos against the Yorubas. Let's go together. Let's watch this together.
If you go to hellfire, there is nothing in this world that is worth losing out of hereafter. There is nothing in this world that is worth losing the hereafter for. And if you live long in this world, no matter how long your life is, it's just like the words of our human, still to your hand commandation. What you see in front of you is text and listen. Life is short. Listen, what legacy are you leaving to mankind? You are living whether you like it or not. I don't know where. You don't know where, we don't know how. We don't know when, we don't know where, we don't know how. Let's live a meaningful life. Let's live a meaningful life, a purposeful life, a life that is based on conviction that we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Come back. You can see the first video there. That man, that preacher, that alpha, that imam was the same guy that went to the Lekki Central Mosque, approved of the banner that wrote, Jesus Christ is not God. And he went further now, just yesterday, which is Friday, of course, preaching in presence of the president. I have always told people that the president is fully aware of the schemings, the schemes, the schisms, the divide going on in the country. And these are things that are fully sponsored by the government of the day. Because how would you tell me that you want to unify a country, you want to unify Nigeria, an imam who, as of 2 weeks ago, came out and openly, derogated, abused the beliefs of some people who appears to be the majority, by the way, posting a banner that was so highly provocative, and then as a follow-up to push that down the throat of the Nigerian Christians, you were seen at that Lekki Central Mosque to worship. And as if that wasn't enough, this man was still again talking down on other religion. This divide will consume you. This divide might consume this country. This divide, as it is fully sponsored by the government of the day. Because this is part of their own benefit. The division is going to benefit them. The division will not allow the people to be able to have a focus on one cause. The divide will not allow those who might be calling for good governance now, because there is now something called religious rivalry. Then some people get attacked personally because their faith is being attacked, wherein this imam has gotten what we call an official and a national-wide recognition, which tells the Christians that the Muslims are superior. Their religion is superior. Their religion, despite the fact that this man spoke down on your own religion, the next few days, you are seeing the president right there, the imam talking to the president, that the president should not mind the outcry of the Christian. The imam was saying that the frustrations coming from other religion at this moment is one of the tests for his own resolve in his faith. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Are we now in a country whereby all we have to do all our life is debate on religious superiority? I mean, because when you are in a place of worship, the people are not supposed to be discussing about comparing religious belief, that this one is better than this, that these people are ignorant. Just allow them be. That, yes, because they spoke no, that shouldn't be the conversation of the day. Because when it becomes the conversation of the day, it further brings that enmity amongst the people. It breaches that unity of the Nigerian code. How the president is using religion to continue to divide the people right now has become the order of the day. Because otherwise, why would the president not issue an order that all religious institutions must ensure that we do not have what we call religious divide? How? Ever since we started having the Muslim tickets, we are now seeing that the Muslims are now embodied, because they sense and they feel, they see that it is only a combination of the Muslim ticket that can provide a president in these democratic settings. And this is me not considering that election was fair, by the way, but they are now fully aware that there's nowhere on earth that a Christian ticket can ever win any candidate a presidency in Nigeria. So they are now fully aware and they are now well embodied. You can see them pushing for Sharia law implementation, even in Southwest, even in this. Let me tell you, even if we are in Oyo State or Shu State, provided that you have Christians and traditionalists, there shouldn't be a need to push for Sharia laws to be officialized. Yes, you can have your ISPs, you can have your Sharia panels, you can decide to have your Sharia practice within your mosques, but they should never be gazetted. They should remain customaries. They shouldn't be basis for adjudicating disputes. They shouldn't be. If they are going to ever be anything, they shouldn't stay side by side with the common law. Because what we are now seeing today in Nigeria is Muslims can decide to follow the Sharia law ahead of the Nigerian common law. They can decide to say that I do not believe in the Nigerian common law. I would rather believe in the Sharia law. That brings that supremacy contest. It brings that questioning that is the Nigerian constitution superior above every other law. You start hearing people say that they harm Muslims first. You start seeing government officials saying that they pay their allegiance to Islam ahead of Nigeria. Yeah, because the Yorubas are now even divided. Some people calling themselves Yoruba conservatives are fighting the Yoruba Muslims extremists because they are saying that they would rather follow their religion. They would rather be a true Muslims over calling themselves a Yoruba conservative. That they believe more in the religion. Whatever happens to the Yoruba culture, whatever happens to the Yoruba heritage, they don't give a damn, provided they are following an Arabic religion sold to them by foreigners. And these are the divisions that are fully sponsored by the government of the day. In the second video, and this is a further elaboration that the government of the day is fully comfortable. They are enjoying the drama. They love what is going on. They enforce, they enable the division. Nigerians are highly distracted, intensely divided at this moment of the day. In that second video, you can see that the banner of a Christmas celebration was being brought down in Ilorin, and they are highly aggressive about it. Which simply means if any Christian dares go there and ask them, why are you taking down this banner? Does this banner in any way speak against your Islamic religion? Does this banner in any way concern you as a Muslim? I'm telling you, they might just unalive that guy. At this stage that Nigeria is, we are at that precipice of being colonized once again by the Islamic believers, by the Islamic faithfuls. It will become a situation whereby churches, Christians, evangelists, and so will no longer have a voice to preach on the streets of Nigeria. They will no longer have a chance to have their worship in their churches peacefully without seeking approval, because they are fully emboldened. They are fully. Look at that Imam. Imam in that video that I showed you, the second video, he was saying that anybody that comes that speak against their religion will be dealt with decisively. I mean, saying it openly. In fact, he said, go and call the police. The Sharia has the federal backing. I mean, what does that identify? What does that indicate? The Sharia law has the constitutional backing to be institutionalized. I mean, that's speaking with so much audacity and authority. The social imbalance, the religious imbalance, the constitution has brought forward is what will eventually destroy this country. The religious inequality that constitution in that section 275 or thereabout pushes, propagated is what will eventually destroy this country if care is not taken. If there is no quick review of it, if there is no quick review of it, Nigeria might begin to have its own extremists from other religions rising up. Because a president, you call yourself the father of all. You say you are the father of all the tribes. But we can see your nepotism. We can see your religious jingoism. Now, every Friday, Tinubu is now always going to the mosque, saying, framing to be a religious, what's it called, conservative. Every now and then, there's traffic in Lagos State because he wants to go to mosque. If he doesn't go to the Kano Central Mosque, he goes to this Central Mosque. Why are we even being shown that Tinubu is going to his mosque? If it was a Christian president, I would be against it. The Nigerian people are not supposed to be seeing you propagating your religion. What the Nigerian people ought to see you is you propagating morals, fighting against corruption, imprisoning and apprehending corrupt leaders, speaking against the inequalities in religion. People should not openly see you as a religious leader, because there is no way you can say that you are practicing Christian, practicing Muslim, practicing tradition equally. It is not going to happen. It is never going to happen. So it is better for your faith becomes your personal business. But now going to mosque has become an issue of propaganda, of photo ops, wherein the social media aides, all of them will now take it to the media stage, media platform, and start posting it. The president in the mosque. The president on his way out of the mosque. Before you know it, some few days later, the president in the presence of the Imams. I mean, what is are we practicing a theocracy? Are we practicing a theocracy in Nigeria? Because for me, this schematics, all this agenda appearing here and there for me is now becoming a well-concocted plan by the government of the day. I mean, the level of distraction that Nigerians are faced since 2024 began till very date has never happened in the history of Nigeria. Every other day, every fourth day, you will see one topic will arise. When you are trying to talk about the Nigerian issue, it could be that time a Bobrisky will go to the National Assembly. And then the Nigerian people who are easily distracted. The Nigerian people who have the attention lifespan of a fish. Before you know it, they leave the issue of National Assembly, and then they dive into the issue of a very dark man. What just recently, Nigeria is having conversations about Niger exposing the government that they have given some bases to France in the northern part of the Nigeria, that Nigeria is doing everything possible to destabilize the Niger Republic because they feel that they have left ECOWAS, right? The northern indigenes are protesting. They are protesting aggressively, but instead, the president to bring out every infallible proof to show that what Tiani said is false. What we have to see is a very dark man telling us that he has lost 160 million in his account, and people are now discussing that. People have now been distracted again. These are schemes sponsored by the government of the day.
even your teachers are
also give us the citizen the courage and understanding to spread the gospel before them.
Allahu Akbar. Suffering of Allah, if you go to hellfire, there is nothing in this world that is worth losing out of hereafter for. There is nothing in this world that is worth losing the hereafter for. And if you live long in this world, no matter how long your life is, it's just like the words of Allah in your hand, still to your hand commandation. What you see in front of you, that is eternity. In this world, no matter how long your life is, it's just like the words of Allah in your hand, still to your hand commandation. What you see in front of you, that is eternity. That is eternity. Life is short. Let's make lessons of it. How legacy will believe in posterity? How do you want posterity to remember you? How do you want posterity to remember you? We are all engaged in living. They are going to write some history or speak about it. They are going to write some history or talk about it. What legacy are you leaving for mankind? You are living whether you like it or not. I don't know where. You don't know where. You don't know how. You don't know when. You don't know where. You don't know how. Let's live in meaningful life. Let's live a meaningful life, a purposeful life, a life that is based on conviction that we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we are committed.
Shariah council, ẹ̀yin brothers, ẹ sọ fún ẹgbẹ́ orí ti burú, ẹ máa lọ sílé ògbó látàáyé àti bí ẹ bá ti ń bọ òrìṣà yín, kẹ́ ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yín bẹ̀, ọ̀rọ̀ agboolé yín lẹ̀ sọ, tẹ́ ẹ bá jáde wá bá wa, á nà yín, orí ti burú lọ́rọ̀ yín. Àwọn ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ wa sábà fẹ́ lo Shariah lọ lórí. A fẹ́ lo Shariah yìí ti ń bẹ nínú òfin Nàìjíríà. Táàjọ kan níjọ́ tá a sọ pé a fẹ́ jọ máa gbé. Kẹ́ẹ̀sì lọ́rọ̀ ìmọ̀ dáadáa yìí pé kódà tí Yorùbá bá ya Shariah tẹ wúrun àbẹ̀rẹ̀. Wọ́n náà ṣe tẹ̀lé wọ́n náà ní customary court. Òfin tí ògùnlága ìlà gbé kalẹ̀ àti Fulani ẹlẹ́wọ̀n ló bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí ìlú ògùn. Ẹ̀yin brothers ní Ọ̀yọ́ state tí wọ́n bá ti mú ọjọ́ míì tí wọ́n lọ́ọ̀jì Muslim Shariah council lábẹ́ lọ́ọ̀jì tí wọ́n bá ti mú ẹ̀yẹ mú ti yín ẹ lọ rí lọ́ọ̀jì ẹ sọ fọ́lọ́pàá